Man, it's been a while since we last been here. Hey guys, it's ACairconditioner. Welcome back for more Genshin Impact main story. Last time we did the Arlecchino character story quest and with it unlocked the 10th weekly boss where I got my ass handed to me on the rematches. It's Arlecchino herself. This is, I believe, technically the 4th Harbinger fight now. And today we're just gonna completely ditch Fontaine and just come to Sumeru for some reason. Because I believe, yeah, Cyno's got an Act 2 story. And we're gonna be doing it tonight. Now, I have no clue what to expect. Also, please ignore this. Please ignore this. I know I'm late. But I know I have no idea what to expect for this one. The last time we did an Act 2 of a character, non-Archon, by the way, was Yoimiya's. And I loved Yoimiya's Act 2. I think before Fontaine came out, Yoimiya's Act 2 was like top 3 next to Nahida's and Ace Act 2 because I cried. I would dare say almost near to cry at the ending because of how good it was. Like, it got super emotional for me. So we're gonna be doing Cynos. And honestly, like,
we haven't seen our Sumeru friends for a while now. Paimon wonders how they're doing.
how did you cut me off?
Let's go to Sumeru City and catch up with them.
We're already in Sumeru City. But yeah, considering how good Fontaine's character story quest has been doing lately, and the fact that Yoimiya's Act 2 was already good as it was, I have higher hopes for Cyno's Act 2, although I'll keep my expectations tempered for now. I'm curious to see what Cyno's Act 2 is gonna be. I did like Cyno's Act 1 as well. Not as much as others, but his Act 1 was pretty good.
Wow, the academia sure is busy during the day. But where should we go looking for people that we know?
Traveler.
He's right in front of us.
Cyno! It's been so long since we last saw you!
You look like you've been keeping well.
As do you. You don't seem weary at all from your travels. If anything, you seem stronger.
I mean, you got a 5th element under my belt now, so...
Oh, nothing in particular. Paimon just saw a really big mushroom out on the road the other day and suddenly missed all our friends in Sumeru.
Funnily enough, we were reminiscing about you recently too. It was at a group dinner. I look forward to hearing about your travels. Something tells me we must have a lot to catch up on.
So I'd assume this is after we left for Fontaine then. Because it seems like Cyno's aware that we've been long gone. And the last person that we saw before we went to Fontaine was Dea, so they probably told him about it, actually. Also, yeah, like, every single time we start a character story quest, especially for a character in a different nation, it's like, oh, what brought you here instead of the nation that you're exploring now? And we're like, we just wanted to. Like, what? Why did we come back here? Why did we come back to Sumeru?
Really? You were thinking of us too? What a coincidence!
Indeed. Or as I call it, the biryani factor.
Oh my god.
You really want me to say the rest? Okay. It's always rice to meet stew.
No,
Oh, darn, he said it.
I win the bet, Paimon. Time to pay up.
You like that one, huh? You must if you remember it after all this time. Admit the truth. You have long been in awe of my razor-sharp wit.
No, I think we betted it.
Alright, here's your 500 Mora.
500? 500 more? Okay, I'll show up now. I'll show up. I'm assuming they placed the bet on, oh, will Cyno make a pawn or not? I made the bet that he was gonna make a pawn, because why wouldn't he make a pawn? Thanks, Paimon. Feels to get the jackpot.
Paimon's never making a bet again. Paimon really thought Cyno would
Nope.
be able to hold back on the jokes.
You wish.
They say people can change, but maybe that's just wishful thinking.
You wish, exactly.
So this was technically my fault. In that case, I'll treat you to some sweets later. Anyway, I'm actually investigating a case right
I would
now.
say line up Cyno,
My
but
mind
I
is
can't
focused
tell
on
anymore
work,
if he's
which
lined
is
up or
why
not.
I didn't complete the joke at
He's
first.
so serious, but
A case? What
You know.
happened?
lighthearted at
Nothing
the same
major.
time.
But after finding out who was involved, I decided, on reflection, to handle this one myself.
Oh, it's
Need
because...
any help? We only
Oh,
came
but,
here to
it's
hang
because
out,
the
so we
specific
got the
character?
time. You may as well take us with you.
No,
and
not
then
because
when
of
you're
Lisa's
done, we
spoilers. I
can,
saw the trailer,
you know.
so I'm not done.
Such
Paimon?
enthusiasm. Are you worried I'll
What
forget
was
about
that
treating
sound
you to
effect?
some sweets if you're not around to remind me?
What? No! Alright, was it really that
You're not
obvious?
subtle.
Obvious
At all.
enough. Still, it's a fine idea. You are the heroes of Sumeru. It makes perfect sense to work
We
together.
haven't been in this nation since like
Alright.
a year.
Follow me.
Oathkeeper. Also, I noticed a specific pattern with these Act 2s, by the way. These non-Archon Act 2s. I'll save them for later.
Do you see him? The old man flailing around?
Yeah.
Oh, is he the one you wanted to talk to about the case?
And there's an academian student here.
Correct. His name is Cyrus, a former Spontamod
Oh,
sage.
Cyrus?
He taught both me and
Wait.
Lisa.
Cyrus?
Huh? Cyno's teacher is in trouble?
It's ridiculous. I'm just an old man who enjoys a spot of gardening, shopping, and wine. What sort of person targets an old
Is this
retiree?
another character with the exact same name, or am I
Professor,
am I missing something
I've
here?
brought some friends.
That's Cyrus I know is from the Adventurers Guild.
Ah, Cyno.
Or am I thinking of someone
Who
else?
we have here? Hold on, let me think. A flying fairy dressed in white? A youth who does not seem to hail from this land? My goodness. You must be the legendary traveler in Paimon. I've heard all about what you've done for Sumeru.
Wow, looks like we're really famous.
I've told him about you before. You are my friends, after all.
Good to meet you, sir. We're here to help Cyno.
That's right.
Help and see Cyno, technically.
Let me summarize the situation. A couple of days ago, Professor Cyrus suddenly received a threat letter.
Okay, alright.
A threat letter?
Exactly. Who sends a threat letter to an old man like me, for goodness sake?
Someone has a grudge?
This is the letter in question.
Cyrus, I have uncovered your secret. If you wish to prevent it from going
secret?
public, leave 10 million mora at the back door of the cafe. Secondly, don't come looking for me. You'll never find me. But I will always be watching you and all of your secrets. Finally, if you dare to report this to the Matra, there will be consequences. Wow, they sure didn't mince their words.
Clearly, this person must be
Is the
desperate
person
for
I think...
Mora.
Is the person who I think it is?
Million Mora, what a joke. I'm just a single retiree with nothing to my name beyond the tomatoes in my garden. Where do people think I'm hiding 10 million Mora, huh?
Clearly he
In my
knows something about
tomatoes?
you.
There were no witnesses, so currently the letter is all we've got. So, Traveler, Paimon, let's put our heads together.
Oh no. Ready when you are.
Paimon's ready too.
All right, take a look. Do you see anything suspicious?
Oh no, don't make me... Okay, god. Cyrus uncovered your secret. If he's prevented from going public, leave 10 million more at the back of the cafe. Secondly, don't come looking for me. You'll never find me. But I'll always be watching you and all your secrets. Finally, if you report this to the Matra, there will be consequences. I mean, the letter seems fine. The only thing that seems odd is that symbol on the back. That's the only thing that catches my eye. From Cyno's description, it sounds like a threat letter didn't come in an envelope. It was simply written on a crude piece of paper and left it for Cyrus to find. The paper?
Very good. The paper has a rather rough texture. It's not the typical kind you see in most books.
Another thing is, some of these strokes look kind of blurry. Could there be an issue with the ink?
If it's what I think it is,
And I
then...
bet the paper has something to do with it.
Well, if it's what I think it is, then I bet that's some sort of hieroglyph. Keep in mind, Sumeru is inspired by part Egyptian mythology, part everything else, like most Egyptian
Most of the
mythology.
paper around here is much smoother than this, and the ink is absorbed quickly so it doesn't run. This paper, meanwhile, it's very coarse-grained, almost as if it's made from some sort of plant matter.
It's certainly not the same paper as we use in the academia, but the ink is nothing special. Just regular black ink that gets a blue tinge when applied to paper.
So do we think the culprit has a connection with the academia or not?
What about the handwriting itself?
Check this out! Looks like this part got wet at some point.
Agreed. The staining suggests it was a colored liquid, not plain water. It also looks like it was wiped off with a damp cloth.
A colored liquid, so... tea? Wine?
Looks like we're thinking along similar lines. Let's go talk to Aroth. There are some things I'll need him to take care of.
Fair enough. Oh, we need to go in, I forgot. Man, I haven't been to Sumeru in a while.
Arav. Ah, there he is.
Mahamatra Cyno. Sir Cyrus. Ah, and the Traveler and Paimon. It's been a while.
Didn't Arv also help us
As
in
such,
Cyno's
I'm inclined to
Cuts the
believe
course
that
act
the
one
culprit
too?
in this case is a student
Or
at
did
the
he
academia.
help with all
Somebody
Hathens?
young and strapped for cash. Oh, one last thing. I'd start your investigation by taking a look at the cafes in the city.
Oh, of course! You think the culprit spilled their coffee on the ladder, huh?
They do look like
That's
coffee
logical.
stains to me. Also, if I'm not mistaken, the letter is written on a type of scented paper that has aromatics added during the manufacturing process. The kind often provided as writing material for customers in cafes and taverns.
Ah, of course. Yes, like they sell in the gift shops. I remember now. Zaha Hadi bought some a while back. She said she was going to use it as wrapping paper for a vase.
Understood. I'll assemble a team to investigate the points of interest immediately.
You have my gratitude.
One last thing. Send some Matra to guard the entrances and exits of Sumeru City. And change into plain clothes. Don't let them see you coming.
Will do.
Again, I forget how meticulous Cyno can be when it comes to these things.
Great thinking, Cyno. So, where do we think the culprit's at right now?
I doubt they'd go back to the cafe.
Yeah, they've probably been lying low at home waiting to see how Cyrus reacts.
You're right, Paimon.
Really? Which part?
The culprit's approach. Whatever happens, they need this Mora. But just because they warned Professor Cyrus not to go to the Matra, doesn't mean they know what he'll do next. So, like you said, they need to wait and see. And crucially, the culprit said they'd be watching the
Who's that?
professor's every move.
Huh? Wait, are you saying...
I was gonna say, who was that guy that just...
Found you!
What are you doing?
You wrote the threat letter.
Already?
I don't know what you're talking about. What threat letter?
I sensed someone was watching us from the shadows the moment we entered the House of Dana. You managed to stay relatively
Yeah,
well
he was the same
hidden for
NPC that
someone
walked past us
reckless enough
too.
to threaten Professor Cyrus. There are a lot of people here, but we were looking specifically for Arav. Whoever followed us the whole way was likely to be the culprit.
I was just listening in, that's all. You know something big's going down when Mahamatra Cyno shows up, right? So I got a little curious. What's the big deal?
You smiled when Arav left. I saw it as clear as day.
Is smiling a crime now?
There are coffee stains on the letter. You mixed some coffee with water, gently smeared it onto the paper, then wiped it off with a wet cloth.
He's hiding his
All to
hand.
create the impression that the letter was written at a cafe. Closing off the exits to the city doesn't affect you, because you already live here. And as long as the Matra were focused on the cafes, you would be free from scrutiny. The cafe was a red herring all along. You had to be somewhere where you could monitor the professor's movements.
You can't pin this on me. I haven't done anything.
Really? Then why are you shaking like a leaf? The
Maybe
innocent
it's just
have no
scared of you,
reason to fear
Cyno.
the Matra. But you, your heart's racing, and your eyelids are twitching. You're a terrible liar.
I would never.
Don't try anything or you'll pay the price.
Cyno really just pulled out that L
Now
plus
come
ratio
with
on him.
me.
That was over quickly. Cyno already caught the guy.
Obviously, there's more to this.
You're telling me. One minute I go out for a quick smoke, the next minute I see Arav already on his way back to meet up with Cyno. Looked like a young guy, too. Couldn't have been much more than 30. But after what he's done, I'm afraid he's ruined his whole
How much
future.
would I bet that he's just a messenger?
Everyone, it's all over.
Gosh, that was so fast.
The culprit's name is Uraka, a 16-year-old student in the Rataoish Darshan.
Huh?
16? Cyrus thought he looked 30-something.
Eh?
We checked his records. He's 16, a third-year student.
All NPCs looks the same.
But he looks so old.
Yeah, seriously.
That's gonna be a plot point, probably.
Foolish
But
child. He's too young for the criminal life. What the devil drove him down this path?
he's probably just a messenger or
We
something.
questioned
I
the
don't know.
culprit regarding his motives. He,
Oh, just spit it out. Nothing can surprise me at this point.
very well. It's our understanding that Araka is a mediocre student who has been underperforming in his classes. He started taking extra tutoring to improve his grades, but developed a gambling habit around the same time.
He's
and
a
lost lot
gacha
of
player
money.
like us!
Down on his luck, he went to the tavern for a drink and overheard some people chatting about Sir Cyrus's comfortable retirement. They mentioned that he's always arguing about his tomato plants with some old woman on the street.
What?
Some old woman on the street? Goodness gracious. Has that rascal attended a single one of his classes? That old woman is Kasharwar's very own professor, Zaha Hadi. How can he not know who Zaha Hadi is?
Is this going somewhere?
No.
Oh, right, yes. So another thing. We don't just argue about tomato plants. And what are they trying to insinuate by comfortable retirement? A man grows a few vegetables and suddenly he's living a life of luxury?
I mean,
Maybe
it sounds
it's more
comfortable.
the fact that you have the time to grow vegetables in
Yeah,
the
I was
first
gonna say.
place.
Araka mentioned he'd heard a rumor alleging that Sir Cyrus illegally obtained a large sum of money from the desert before retiring and kept it for himself instead
So
of
who started
reporting
that
to the
rumor, then?
academia. Araka believes this money to be the reason why Sir Cyrus hasn't kept up with any academic research or other projects since his retirement. And given your advanced age, he thought you'd be an easy target to blackmail.
Oh, Araka. I'm at a loss for words. I'm so angry I don't know where to start.
People make up rumors all the time.
So Cyrus is sus.
I am quite confident that Professor Cyrus has never embezzled a mora in his life.
Arav, you'll have to find some excuse to interrogate Araka again later. I need you to deliver a few firm
I was like, this out the
fistfuls to
rumor.
him on my behalf.
I completely understand how you feel, Sir Cyrus, but I'm afraid that course of action goes against the Matra's principles.
Yeah, you can't physically assault somebody like that.
Professor, there's no need to be childish about this.
Oh, come on. I was clearly joking.
Even joking
Okay.
wise, don't.
Where does this go from here?
The academia will determine the appropriate disciplinary action against the student. And as for the individuals spreading rumors about the professor's
Yeah, I was
obsession
gonna,
with
yeah,
tomatoes,
you might as well
and some
search the
old
guy
woman
who
on the
started the
streets.
rumor.
there could be a slander case here. The Matra will continue to investigate.
Who said I'm obsessed with some old woman on the street? Mind your wording or you'll start a whole new rumor. You seem confused. Oh, don't you understand? Uraka is just a young boy who made a very rash and very stupid decision based on some groundless rumor he heard. Besides, I didn't actually hand over any Mora to him. The whole thing sounds a lot worse than it is. All it costs me is a little reputational damage. That's all.
Please rest assured, Professor, that the academia will issue a fair and reasonable punishment.
Yes, I have no doubt about that.
So Cyrus is extremely sus now.
But as a former educator, I'd still like to have a serious conversation with the boy's parents. Their family lives in the city, yes?
Why is this so pressuring him?
Correct.
We looked into the family. Both parents are merchants and they're often away on business. They've never taken much of an active role in their children's lives.
Oh, what a mess. You don't have to seal the evidence away yet, do you? I'd like to have that letter back for the time being, if possible. I need something concrete for when I talk to the family tonight. We have to show them how serious this situation is.
It's
The
not
relevant
that
authorities
serious,
have already
though.
reviewed the evidence and are now discussing Araka's punishment. You can hold on to the letter for now. Just make sure to return it within a couple of days.
That is
Oh.
okay.
So you'll be able to close the case in 2 days.
Give or take, cases like this are quick to resolve.
Very good. Well, thank you for all your help. Perhaps we can all
Okay,
go for a
so
meal
whoever
together.
started the rumor is
Oh,
probably
my
trying to
treat, of
expose
course.
Cyrus, and Cyrus does not want
My
that to
apologies,
happen. I'm
Sir
calling that
Cyrus,
right now.
but I have a prior commitment. Enjoy the meal, everyone.
I'm calling that right now.
Ah, I see. Well, that's a pity. But Cyno, you have to come. You found the culprit at record speed, and I owe you for that. Ah, and isn't Tighnari in town at the moment? Bring him along, too.
Wait, you mean Tighnari's in the city?
He is. Tighnari's master, Sir Nephis, called him and Collei to the academia to help out on a project. They should be at Nephis's office.
Did they
at
ever
this hour.
acknowledge Tighnari's master?
Though I must say, I'm surprised you're extending an invitation to Tighnari. Did you do something to offend Sir Nephis?
Because I don't recognize the name
Don't be
Nephis.
outrageous. Nephis offends me all the time. It's never the other way around. Anyway, hurry up and fetch Tighnari. I'll head over to the tavern with the Traveler and Paimon. See you there. Go on now. Don't keep us waiting.
Bye. But yeah, I'm assuming Cyrus actually does do something wrong and someone's trying to call him out. And if I know who that someone is, then maybe Stan will call him already as well. Also, I know I could teleport there, but I just go flying all the way down to the Landbat Tavern. Also, a bit of fun fact here. Did you know that Beta Harbor probably isn't using Island 4.6, and I only realized that like 2 weeks into the patch being released. Yeah, I did not know that on release date, because I'm an idiot. No, oh, hi, Collei. You too?
Not to brag, but we never had problems like this at Ratawa Hist back when I was still teaching. And if you don't want to take my word for it, you can ask them. They were students at the time. They'll tell you what it was like, won't they?
I was out in the forest at least 4 days a week back then, thanks to a colossal workload from Master. It wrought havoc on my poor tail, so I didn't exactly keep up to date with what was going on at the academia. Most of what I know, I heard from Cyno after the fact.
Professor's become a lot more laid back in his retirement. He used to be far stricter, and was especially known for being extremely principled.
Wow. It's hard enough to stay true to your principles as a normal person. I can't imagine doing that as a sage.
It's a pity Collei wasn't around at the time. I would have happily taken her on as a student.
And then we'd have one more person who has to address Lisa as upper-class woman.
Uh-huh.
Really? Can't you just call her Lisa? She seems to prefer it when people treat her like an older sister.
I bet she wasn't like that
Oh,
before.
believe me, back when she was a student, nothing made her happier than the younger students acknowledging her seniority.
Yep, there we go. No offense to Lisa, I'm just
Whoa,
saying.
more food? Are you sure about this? We don't want to take advantage.
Oh, don't worry about it. Order whatever you like. And if it's not enough, order some more. After all your help
Gee,
today,
this seems like
treating you to
blackmail.
dinner is the least I can do.
I thought I heard some familiar voices.
Kaveh!
Ah, and Sir Cyrus is here as well.
Oh, Kaveh, it's been a while. Zahahadi was talking about you last month. How have you been?
I've been all right, thank you. You're looking very well, sir. I'm glad to see it.
Have you eaten yet? Care to join us?
That's awfully kind of you, but I had a late lunch, so I'm not really hungry just yet. I'll have dinner a little bit later tonight. I just came to Lombard's to buy some wine, and when I heard some voices I recognized, I thought I'd come and say hello.
That's why I
So
hate them
what's
still
the
living with
occasion
you.
Anyway, some sort of celebration?
Consolation, more like. You wouldn't believe the day I've had.
Also, it's not blackmail. I think like bribery is
Sounds
more
like
like
things
a...
have really gone downhill since I was there. My whole time as a student, I've never heard of anything remotely like that.
Yeah,
I can't believe how young the guy is. What are his parents going to think?
yeah, things really went downhill since you love. You know, the whole academic corruption happened, the Futu infiltration happened, and this happened. Yeah.
Young people are always more susceptible to making rash and ill-advised decisions. Their minds are still developing. It's just an unfortunate fact of life. But still, this boy has some nerve. Just look at what he wrote. Oh, it makes my blood boil.
Wow, yeah. Jeez.
I will always be watching you and all of your secrets. And then he just followed you into the house of Dana?
If this were my son, he'd get the scolding of a lifetime. Oh.
Luckily, I'm also an extremely principled person.
Kaveh! Your order's ready, sir!
Coming. I'll have to get going. Have a nice evening, everyone. I'll catch you all another time.
Okay, bye-bye!
Okay, bye, Coffee. I'll see you in like another
Here
3
I am. The coffee beans
months.
are in here
I don't
too.
know. I was gonna say 3 years, but maybe that's a bit too cruel.
Yep, it's all there. I'll stop babbling away now. Let's eat before the food gets cold.
Luckily, it's still hot. He's been babbling for that long?
Oh, too tasty. Paimon's belly is about to explode.
Oh, mine too. I'll have to walk home to burn some of it off.
Thanks for dinner, Sir Cyrus. Master Tighnari and I will bring you some homemade herbal tea next time. It'll do wonders for your sleep.
Well, I look forward to that. In fact, could I trouble you to bring a little extra for the other old folks on my street? I'll be the envy of the neighborhood.
No problem at all. I'll pack some up and bring it over.
Thank you for treating us.
I'll see you all later. I better head home now and tend to the crops.
Good night, Professor. Don't let those tomatoes keep you up too late.
Hey, my tomatoes are serious business. I am not about to be beaten by Zaha Hadid. Anyway, I'll be leaving now. Don't stay up too late now, children. I bid you all a good night.
Take care. Have a safe trip home.
All right. Now, we finally have some us time.
What do you mean, us time?
Well, I was talking with Tighnari and Collei, and since we all have some free time, we thought we could all go camping together. Think of it as our way of
It's just gonna be like a
welcoming you
Cyno
back to Sumeru.
hangout like how your Miyazaki was.
Camping? Oh, that sounds fun. Paimon's in!
Yeah, that does sound really fun.
Right? It's been so long since we did something fun together. I can't wait.
Everyone, let's meet tomorrow afternoon at the riverbank to the southeast of Gandharvaville. No need to bring anything. We've already packed everything for the trip. Just bring your delightful selves and prepare to have some fun.
You got it. We'll be there.
Great. Then we'll see you tomorrow.
And that's the end of Cyno's character story. Killing. Wow, that was an end of a major conflict. Wow, I can't believe it. Surely nothing else battle happened in the meantime, like right after, right? I'm not that subtle. I know.
Time to set off. Let's head to the southeast of Gandharvaville and meet up with the others.
Wait, this is building up to be similar to how your Miyazaki 2 was. Just a hangout with the main character and then a plot point to kind of add on to the little hangout thing. I'm not gonna lie, I saw Tighnari, I thought that was A for a split second. I'm like, what's the Riding Shogun doing here? No, it's just Tighnari.
We're here! Wow, you guys are ahead of the game. You set up the tents already.
I'd say we're right about on schedule, actually. We were aiming to have them set up before you arrived.
Traveler, Paimon, let's go fishing together. Whatever we catch, we can grill for dinner tonight.
You got it. Dinner's on us tonight.
I hope I can contribute too. The other Forest Watchers gave me some fishing tips a little while ago. I'm really looking forward to giving them a try.
Oh, second character story quest within One Nation's arc.
I
Involve
saw
fishing.
some very appetizing mushrooms in the area, so I gathered a few for us. I'll leave them
Now obvious
here
quest,
along with
now
some
this.
fresh fruit.
Wow, camping with a Forest Watcher is the way to go. They think of everything. And even if they don't, they can improvise.
This is true. I don't think I've ever had a single rough day in this forest.
So, how has everything been going for you?
Well, there's been some high points and low points, but we've had some unforgettable experiences.
We almost
along
drowned
the way.
within the nation. That was fun.
I see. Oh, in that case, you should try a valberry. I bought some from the market this morning.
A valuable suggestion. Just don't bury your feelings using food.
Tighnari is so sick and tired of you.
All I wanted was to recommend something bittersweet.
Oh, I have a sudden craving for fruit tea. I'm gonna go fetch some stuff. Bye!
Collei knows. She's out of
She
here.
made a run for it.
She made a run for it.
Unbelievable. She made a run for it.
So Collei chose the path of tactical retreat. Could it be she foresaw
Yo, Tyler,
what
let's
she
run her.
soon
Yo,
could-
Tyler, ratio. Oh no. That's it, Tyno
My
and
dear
Tighnari.
friend, you know what I am about to say.
I honestly you're gonna say a joke. But if it's Genie's Vacation TCG, sure I'm down.
Excellent. A kindred spirit. A great warrior can sense when a duel is nigh.
You know what?
But it looks like we'll get told off
Oh,
if
come
we
on.
start playing now. Let's enjoy the nature for a while longer.
Ironically enough, I actually have been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Lately. Ironically enough. Birds chirping away, the soothing sound of running water. This is nice. No agenda, just relax and enjoy myself. Which will never happen.
We got a bite!
It will never happen, by the way.
I'll reel it in.
Some nonsense is gonna happen, we'll get baited and then we'll get
Firewood,
baited into story.
Spices, snacks, and drinks. Everything's ready. Once Collei gets back, we can light up the fire and start grilling.
Oh, look at that, Cyno's gone missing. Oh, never mind, he's still here. This is so relaxing. It's just so nice to go camping with friends. How much will bet he's gonna reminisce about his sister?
There are 3 tents. Which one do you two want to take?
How about the one on the left?
Whatever Paimon says.
Well, Paimon just thinks the ambiance here is a little better.
True. But it's also the closest to the water. If there are any sleepwalking fungi around tonight, they might stumble into your tent.
Yeah, it'll be
Oh,
fine.
that's no good. Take my weapon. You can use it to bar the entrance.
Anyone would think you were sealing the gates to King Deshret's mausoleum.
Excellent. Then this tent will be an impenetrable fortress.
I'm back! How's your appetites? Ready for the barbecue?
Always.
Is this really just gonna be a giant hangout session?
Oh, it smells so good. Paimon's drooling.
Bruh.
Someone sure is desperate to eat. I think it's time to add the seasoning. How do you like your skewers? Well done? Medium? Rare?
Wait, what? Isn't that just for steaks?
Hey, if it works for steak, maybe it works for other things too.
You never know.
Medium well for me.
Okay.
Also,
these are
why the
about ready
emphasis
now,
on
then.
rare?
It'll be a few more minutes for anyone who wants theirs well done.
Well, I'm gonna dig in.
Oh, that was so delicious. If Paimon's stomach had space, she'd eat 3 more skewers.
I ate a lot too. Here comes the food coma.
That's a
If you're
mood,
tired,
Collei.
then go rest.
You must be getting sleepy too, Paimon. Why don't you guys head to your tents? Cyno and I will clean up.
Tonight I show you mercy. Our sacred duel will take place
I
another
do.
day.
When are we gonna actually do a Cyno? Ingenious Vacation
Good
TCG.
night.
He clearly has a TCG addiction, am I right? Okay.
Oh, Paimon's struggling to keep her eyes open.
Oh, don't forget this. The staff of the Scarlet Sands.
Wait, you were actually being serious about that?
It's a very powerful weapon.
I have a sword.
Try it.
Paimon can't even lift that thing.
Cyno, I've been using the exact same sword that has the remains of shit, what's the dragon's name again? Oh my god, how did I forget this? How did I forget the dragon's name? No, it's not the Valen. Never mind, it'll come to me later.
Fair enough. You sure you don't want it?
Yeah, Paimon's sure. We'll be fine. And even if we do get an uninvited guest in the night, Paimon will be here to take care of the traveler.
Why? You have the festering desire. Use it! Let's not forget I have my own trusty sword, a divine artifact, slayer of countless vile monsters.
That reminds me of a parting king of invocations.
Oh no.
Oh, I'll tell you about it tomorrow. But right now, it's time to rest.
How did I forget the
Sleep
dragon's
well,
name?
and
The
sweet
one that
dreams.
Ryan that I created. What the hell? See, this is what happens when I don't study Genshin lore properly. This camping trip has really relaxed me. I'm gonna sleep like a log tonight. I'm not saying that word. No. You wish.